array. We're here for round number 1. Okay, this hand is spicy. We have, with 1 land we can play a Worn Power Stone into maybe a Wildfire, or at the ready, or Lodestone Golem. I'm gonna keep. Also this Mental Misstep is nice. We're basically with Mental Misstep in this cube, and I guess in Vintage to some extent, you basically just want to counter whatever you can. So you don't want to get greedy with Mental Misstep. And especially if this is mono red. So yeah, we are gonna save more life by countering that than waiting out for a Wildfire. Oh yeah, and one change I made was to swap Ral Zarek for Chandra, since I don't think Ral Zarek is very good and Chandra can sweep the board at some point. So having an additional sweeper is good. Tarmogoyf, interesting. So now we need to draw lands, and we have it. Mox would be fine too. I would even take Mana Crypt. So if I knew my opponent had Tarmogoyf, that makes Mental Misstep a little worse. My opponent has a nice deck. Smuggler's Copter is pretty good against Wildfire and Chandra. No lands. Alright, Sol Ring is pretty good. Another reason to have Mental Misstep in your deck, I guess. Alright. The Mystic Confluence could be good, destroying Sol Ring and Smuggler's Copter. I guess Smuggler's Copter is a nice synergy with Tarmogoyf. You get to grow it. So he discards his own Fiery Confluence. I don't think he would have done that if he knew what my hand looks like. He may think I'm just mono red. And Young Pyromancer. Alright, land would be nice. Alright. Just gonna pack it up. Turns out when you keep 2 lands and never draw another land, it's pretty bad. I think this matchup is decent though. Just gonna have to draw a little better. Guess I could. I was thinking about replacing Lodestone Golem with something, but it does make my metal work a little worse. The reason is that I think Lodestone Golem may mess him up enough that I think he may have to destroy it at some point. Let's play first. This hand is also good. This time we have some lands and some plays. And I think Electrolyze is good in this matchup from what it looks like. Gonna lead with an island so I can pay mana for Mental Misstep. I don't have to pay 2 life if I don't have to. I guess a downside with this hand that is that if my opponent has a hand with a lot of removal spells that usually aren't that good against my deck, they are pretty live. So there's the only downside, I guess. But can't see mulligan in this hand. Won't mulligan to 6. And again, if I could counter a Sol Ring here, that would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna counter that. That's gonna deal me a lot of damage. And if my opponent follows up with Sol Ring, that's, you know, what can you do? The fact also that I can play Mental Misstep and save life. Not have to pay life, it's pretty good. Blue. So, alright, well, what can you do? to Imperial Recruiter. Okay. Guess my opponent could be Tweed, but so next turn I could main face Jace. That way I can't block with it. It's a little downside. Guess Muldrifter. So I actually think I wait to activate Jace. Also, this means I can block, and also means I get a little more flexibility of what I want to discard with. But I'm gonna remand this. It's trading 5 mana for 2 seems good. Yeah. So I really want to hit a land so I can Fiery Confluence the Sol Ring. I guess I don't really need this. Lodestone Golem seems interesting, but I guess this Electrolyte is just the worst card here. Alright, this time I'm gonna main face Jace. Come on, land. I could have cost Compulsive to flip Jace, but that's just unnecessary. I think I'm discard Signet at this point. And cost this. Gonna destroy an artifact, deal 1 damage to each creature, so I can kill the Imperial Recruiter and 2 to the opponent. I don't want to kill Jace, of course. Destroy that. And this way I get rid of the 1. You know, my opponent could have something like Kiki Jiki and get value from the Recruiter. Next turn I can flip Jace and maybe flashback Fiery Confluence or Electrolyze. Or not. Or neither of them. Jackal. My opponent has an interesting mix of cards here. Metalwork is not great. I think Lodestone Golem is just the best card here. Gonna put some pressure on my opponent. And also means my opponent cannot play Muldrifter in a couple of, except it's gonna take a couple of turns. Delver. Oh, now I wish I had that Electrolyze. But so Compulsive costs 4 mana here, but Boros Signet only costs 1, so I'm gonna go Boros Signet, and then I'm gonna cost Compulsive for 4 mana then. Ooh, Inferno Titan's gonna be great. And I'm gonna trade 5 here, since if my opponent flips Delver, I cannot block it anyway. If my opponent reveals a counter spell with Delver, that could be annoying. But there's not much I can do about that. Also, he may want to cast Muldrifter anyway. Did not flip Delver. I think Delver is bad in cube generally. But oh, he evokes Muldrifter, that costs 4 mana, yeah, of course. That is sweet. And my opponent cannot even have Force of Will since I have Lodestone Golem in play. Haha. So... and he can't play Daze either. Alright, I guess he could have Daze and Force Away. But yeah, might as well do that since the Jakopap takes damage anyway from Inferno Titan. So I did not miss a point of damage there, don't worry about it. This game should be over now, but maybe he goes something insane. It is vintage cube, so you are always it's always possible to lose in the vintage cube. Alright. Yeah, I could put in Rift Bolt. I guess Metal Worker is just too slow and unreliable. And Rift Bolt could be a thing. I could suspend it on turn 1 if my opponent has a 1-drop and then just kill it. Metal Worker is not great with Wildfire and Chandra, I guess, too. Ooh, this is gonna be a very painful hand. So at first I was pretty excited, but now that I think about it, I don't know anymore. So I have a turn 2 burn Power Stone into Daretti. Only problem is I don't have any blue mana and I don't have anything great to do with Daretti. Also, this is an aggressive opponent. So I was first very excited, but now actually, when I think about it, I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Yeah, this will have to do is to say turn 5 Inferno Titan. This is on the bottom. And if I draw any more mana acceleration, then alright. Now I wish I kept the land, but I might get one anyway. I get one anyway, okay. Yep, this is gonna be a rough game. Gonna have to draw a mana accelerator or some kind of sweeper. Like, I don't know. I got a land anyway. In fact, I got so many lands, they are coming out of my ass. But if I draw like a Wildfire or something, and if Delver flips, that's pretty bad too. Next turn I can play Jace and plus it and actually be okay against even a Delver flip, unless my opponent has a creature this turn. Just want to buy time to hit this Inferno Titan. At very least I'm hitting lands with, ooh, that actually means an Inferno Titan turn. Actually, no. Oh, we're gonna get Pestermided here. Well done. Turns out that's pretty good. Steam Vents, so I actually cannot cast anything this turn, but next turn I can cast Inferno Titan. I actually think I'm not gonna play Steam Vents here so that I can't get wastelanded. Although my opponent missed a land drop, so that's probably stupid. But next turn there is an Inferno Titan. So I guess I just got a Mountain. If Delver flips, I'm still in pretty bad shape. Alright. Splinter Twin. Splinter Twin would be game. Oh, Hellrider. It's pretty bad. Alright, I don't think I have any outs. Let's go out on our own terms. I will see you for round number 2.